Okay, so about a month ago, I did this tournament, Premier Grappling. It was modified 80cc rules, so a rule set that kind of no one was familiar with. And I want to go over with you some of the matches that I refed and why I scored them the way I did. Here we go. So this was the intermediate no-gi ladies division. And I'm the fine fellow there on the left in the shorts. And there was a few differences here from 80cc rules. One, you can't slam your way out of submissions. Two, if it goes off the mat, we the refs were truly supposed to stop it, so no scrambling onto the highway like sometimes in 80cc. And, oh, see there, she jumped guard. The first half of the match, this is the same as 80cc. The first half was no points and the second half was points. So there's 3 of no points awarded and 3 of points awarded. There she pulled guard, and but it's within the first 3 minutes, no points, submission only time. And I checked this with the guy that was running the show. He didn't want us. In the second 3 minutes, if you pull guard, it's -1. But here, no big deal. So so the ladies pulled guard, and to me, that is, and there's no advantages, by the way. You know, ISO. But to me, that is an advantage, not a scoring points advantage, but to me, that's an advantage to the person that successfully attained the position they sought to attain. You know what I mean? If I pull guard on someone, and they didn't wish to be in my guard, and I wish to put them in my closed guard, that is me achieving something that I wish to achieve. You see what I mean? So, anyway, if it's a full match where one person's pulled guard and there's no other points, I give it usually to the person that has successfully pulled guard, especially if the person on top is not happy within the guard, and they're clearly trying to pass and they can't. That is one person attaining an offensive position, you know, if they're throwing up triangles, arm bars, looking for sweeps, guard, and the other person is stuck within it. Anyway, so here the lady on the bottom has successfully pulled guard. The lady on top is, get out of the way there, other referee. The other referee is using traditional 80cc rules. People can go off the mat, go into the bleachers, out onto the highway, just whatever, nobody cares, you know. Anyway, you can see that the lady on top is still stuck within the guard of the lady on the bottom. The lady on the bottom is looking to achieve something, but the one on top is kind of turtled up there, elbows in, head down. You know, and some people that come from like traditional mixed martial arts, you know, backgrounds or whatever, they sometimes view the person on the top as, because in an MMA event, sure. Yeah, person on top is going to be loading away some punches, but here's no punches allowed, so it's sub only. Oh, there the lady in the bottom has achieved a sweep, but this is during the no points time, so no points for that. Anyway, now she's looking to pass the guard on the lady in the bottom, and as you can see, there's like 18, 17 seconds left in the no points time, after which points begin being scored. But it's not, like I said, it's not IBJJF rules. It's not even 80cc rules. And we'll go over a few things here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, see? Points. Really, I should have given, oh no, see the lady's turtled. I was going to say I should have given her points for passing guard, but the lady in the bottom has turtled. And so she doesn't get points for passing. And the lady in the bottom, watch what she does here. She's turtled, she's not being held down. The lady in the top is looking for, she's attacking the turtle. She's looking for a, whatever it's called, a backpack, crucifix kind of thing. And then the lady on the top escapes and is now on top. So let's stop that for a second. So the lady on the top, as you saw, she passed. But the lady on the bottom turtled. The lady on top was not awarded her points for passing because she wasn't able to hold it for 3 seconds. Everything is subject to 3 seconds. The lady in the bottom turtled. Because the lady on the bottom turtled, the lady on top then attacked the turtle. She was looking for that whole, I don't know, the thing Barrett Yoshida does sometimes, where he stretches people out and then looks for whatever. But she didn't. She screwed it up and she ended up on the bottom. Now, under these rules, points were to be awarded for reversals. Like if I escape mount, if I escape side control, but not from turtle. So, so in review, the lady who is now on the bottom didn't get points for passing guard because the lady who was now on top was able to turtle, and she wasn't able to hold her pass for 3 seconds. And the lady who is now on top, she did not get points for a reversal because she was not reversing from a side control or mount or any kind of hold down. And again, I cleared this with the guy that was running the show. And this is the same as IBJJF rules. You don't get points for turtle reversals. And they've gone off the mat. So here, watch this. See, they're kind of off the mat. So I stop it, and I'm going to restart them in that position in the middle of the mat. And still, no one has scored, because you don't get points for passing if you haven't passed for 3 seconds and the person turtles. And you don't get points in this tournament for doing turtle reversals. But for some crazy reason, you would get points if you had me in side control and I put you over, or even escaping mount. Anyway, so it's still 0-0. Now the lady is attacking the other one's turtle. So again, whatever happens here is not going to be worth any points, She's trying to get hooks in, but not quite. See? So does the lady on top get points for that? No, because it wasn't a takedown, it wasn't a sweep, she just defended a back attack. Does the lady on the bottom get anything for that? No, she didn't get both her hooks in. No advantages, like under IBJJF rules that might be an advantage, but here, there's no advantages. And the lady on top is now looking to pass. You can't really see, but I don't think she's passed quite yet. I think her leg is still stuck in. Both wearing black pants, so it's kind of hard to see. See, there she's trying to pass some more. Trying to pass, gets kind of kicked, she comes up, and there you go, they go off the mat. So now, they've gone off the mat. Can I allow there to be 3 seconds and award points there? No, and even if I could, that's not a takedown because it didn't start on the feet, and it's not a sweep because it didn't, start in the guard. It's not even a reversal, because she wasn't being held in any way. And I can't let it just stay off the mat. And maybe in real ADCC rules, you can let it, go onto the wood here, but I can't, so I restarted standing in the middle. It's still 0-0. I can't even give it advantages because there are no advantages, Now look, what did the lady do there? She snapped her down, she's trying to take her back, and she takes the back. Here, let's just pause this. Let's watch that again. Here, watch. Watch this. Okay, watch this. So she tries to do a snap down, right onto her knees. That's not a takedown under these rules. You have to go on your back. She's trying to attack her back. She almost has her back for a second, but now she's in her guard. And the coach of the top lady thinks that should be 2 points for some reason. But that wasn't a takedown for the lady who was now on top. She defended a takedown. She got a snap down, whatever. And it's not a guard pull. She attempted to take her back, and she just wound up on the bottom. So, if you disagree with anything I'm saying, feel free to put it in the comments below. But that wasn't a takedown for the lady who was now on top. It wasn't a sweep for the lady who was now on top. And the lady who was now on the bottom didn't voluntarily pull guard. And under these rules, the guy that was running the show, if you were to end up on the bottom after attempting a legitimate takedown, that's not penalized. And that's what the lady did. She snapped her down, she spun around and tried to take her back, she slipped off because it's no-gi, and she wound up on the bottom. So, and again, there's no advantages being awarded because it's not IBJJF. It's not even traditional ADCC rules, which also doesn't have advantages, right? So, who would you give the win to? I give it to the lady on the left because she pulled guard successfully. She attacked a submission, and they went off the mat, and then she almost took the other lady's back. If you disagree, feel free to put a comment below. See, the coach there disagrees, and I chat with him. Okay, so here's the next match. Again, this is the no-gi intermediate ladies division. And it's modified ADCC rules. And is this the lady that won the first match? It might be the lady that won the first match. I can't tell. And this is the first 3 minutes. Is no points. So it's just me standing there in my cool shorts watching the match unfold. The lady on the bottom has pulled half guard. She's got a deep half guard, and she's looking to sweep from deep half guard. The lady on top has now basically passed her guard and has mounted. Or has she passed? It's hard to tell when they all wear black pants like that. You know? Everyone's wearing those Lululemon pants now. But anyway, it's no points. So for the first 3 minutes, I just watch to see if anybody taps, you know, based on the submissions that are allowed to occur in this division, you know, which I won't go over right now. Yeah. Those pants that I bought, I got them next door at a thrift store, and they were in like the, I found them in the ladies' pants section. And they aren't ladies' pants. They're like fight shorts. They have like a thing in them where you can put like a mouth guard. They don't have pockets. They've got like a Velcro thing on the front. They've got, you know, a tie, a string. They're awesome. Maybe they're a little long on me there. Man, they're comfortable. Anyway, enough with the pants. It's still no points right now, which is good, I guess, for the lady on the bottom, because I think the lady on top would be awarded points right now if it was the points time limit there. And you can see the lady and the guy back there that's chatting with, I think that's Matt Kwan. He was the guy that was the head ref, and he was the guy that I was harassing for like 2 weeks before this event happened, putting all kinds of scenarios by him, and making sure I knew what their point system was, what they wanted to see happen, what they didn't want to see happen. And it's very important as a referee to know what is and isn't worth points, you know? It's also very important as a competitor and as a coach, so you're not, you know, bullhorning at people stuff that might be incorrect, or, you know, using a strategy that might be incorrect, if you follow me. Anyway, it's still the no points section, and there are 30-some seconds left before points begin being scored. No one has been submitted, so far as a referee, I'm doing a fine job. As are the ladies, of course. I think on the back mat in the distance there, that's the open weight absolute division. And now it is time for points. You can see it's 3 minutes now of points. And we don't restart them on the feet. Just from now on, it's points are being awarded, you know? What's funny, I was saying to someone between matches that if you were in a position to, say, pass guard, that you shouldn't do that until points are available. Points are being awarded. Otherwise, what you do is then worth no points. And then, like if you pass guard, for example, you don't get the points for passing guard, but the person, if it becomes, you know, points being scored time, might then get points for escaping that position. The reversal, side control reversals, mount reversals, that here in this tournament were worth points. So why would you put your opponent in a position from which they can score points, but deny yourself the opportunity to score points by passing guard, for example, when it is still no points time? You see what I mean? Lunacy. But anyway, as you can see, I've given 3 points now to the lady, I believe, for passing guard. Oh. See, that's not worth any points because the lady got on her knees. In these rules, because this was more of a submission wrestling style tournament, takedowns weren't awarded until the person was held flat on their back for 3 seconds. Like in IDC, IBJJF rules, you can put them on their back, their bum, their knees, or their shoulders. If you hold them there for 3 seconds, that's points. You know. But here it's shoulders or bum. You know what I mean? But actually, it's just shoulders, as I recall. They have to be flat on their back for takedown points or for guard passing, which made a lot of these things not worth any points, such as this. So anyway, the one lady, I believe, got 3 for passing guard, and then some wackiness occurred, none of which was worth any points. They went off the mat. Oh, yeah, I gave her 2 points there because they went off the match. They went off the mat in a submission, which is a deviation from ADCC rules. See, now that lady pulled guard during points time, so it's -1 for pulling guard. So now it's 3-3. In ADCC, I believe, if you're in a submission, you go off the mat, they just let it go. You can go onto the hardwood, you can go on the road, nobody cares. You can put a rear naked on the guy, and, you know, start tumbling through the forest or whatever, you know. But here it's not the way it works. You stop, you put them back in the middle, you give them 2 points, just like IBJJF rules. So they borrowed that from a point system I'm more familiar with. Anyway, it's 3-3. One lady got 3 for passing guard. The other lady got 3 for 2 for going off the mat. You know, she was in a submission when they went off. And, you know, 1 for the lady pulling guard. And looks like there's 20 seconds left. I don't remember who I gave the win to. But, probably the lady on top, because she's doing a pretty good job of trying to get past the guard right now. You know, and the lady on the bottom is certainly at a disadvantage, if you follow me. Let's see who I give the win to. And bear in mind, if you disagree with anything I'm saying here, you know, put it in the comments below, put it in all caps. You dumb bastard. You know what I mean? Here's what I would have done if I'd had the balls to referee us either. I love how people will like give me grief for like what I do, but they themselves would never referee. They would never do it. You know what I mean? To me, it's like criticizing a firefighter, you know, who's like spraying water on a burning house. You're like, you're spraying the water wrong. It's like, hey, come, you put out the fire. Oh, no, I'm just going to criticize you for something I don't have the balls to do, you know? Anyway, this is one of those matches here where, you know, again, this is the ladies' intermediate division, and sometimes as a referee, people come on the mat, you're pretty sure you know who's going to win. Sometimes it doesn't go that way. Sometimes the person you don't expect to win wins. Other times, it's kind of what I thought was going to happen. And this is sort of unfolding the way I thought it was going to happen. You know what I mean? As I was saying to somebody the other day, not everybody trains for the same reason. Some people train to compete. Some people train to, I don't know, make friends and socialize. That's why I do it. And not everybody, curiously, not everybody competes for the same reason. Some people compete with a fire in their belly, and they've had that fire in their belly for months, if not years. Other people compete just because, you know, hey, Tom's competing, Ricky's competing, Little Jim's competing. I'll compete too. What the hell? We'll just make it a team thing. And then they step on the mat and they fight one of those fire in the belly people. And like, sometimes as a referee, I'm like, okay, that person's got the fire in the belly. That person's just here because they want to go for chicken wings later with the team. You know what I mean? Which is, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not here to criticize chicken wings. God knows I'm not a chicken wing critic. But anyway, sometimes as a referee, you see people step on the mat, you can tell what's going to unfold based on, you know, just... So anyway, whatever. They're both doing what they came to do. One lady, you know, is here to be part of a team, you know, and support her and teammates, and they're competing, so I'm going to compete too. And that's, you know, something to applaud. And the other lady is here to win or die trying, you know. And, you know, maybe you can't see it from here, Ben, but when she came on the mat, the look in her eyes was, you know, fierce. Oh, man. If one person comes on the mat kind of relaxed and smiling, and the other person comes on the mat with, like, you know, a ferocity in their eyes that is a bit terrifying, you kind of know who's going to win, you know, and there it is there, you know. But hey, I mean, you know, we're hugging, we're having a good time, tournaments are fun, whatever. And now here's two people that are, you know, the lady that lost the first match versus the lady that lost the second match. You know, they're smiling, they're shaking hands, that's nice. Whatever, we're all here to have a good time. You know, you do jiu-jitsu or whatever for, you know, to have a good time for fun. Why not compete for fun too? What the hell? You know, I've done that a few times. Go down to California with everybody and step on the mat and, you know, do your best. You know, you win some, you lose some. That's life. Anyway, these two ladies are seeing what they can't accomplish in one another. And I believe the GB lady was the one that just lost to that other lady that was ferocious. And the other lady with the, I don't know what that is on her back. She was the one that, she did a good job on that first match, but, you know, the lady that won, she had gone for a submission. She had almost achieved a takedown. So, you know, what did this lady here, on the right there, what had she done? You know, she had been put in a closed guard and turtled up. You know, she had been forced to turtle, you know, escaped a submission, good for her. And then Nearly got her back taken. Snap down, the lady spins behind her, then the lady ends up at the bottom, and the lady turtles up again. That's not, you know? That's why she didn't win. Nah, she's looking for a hip toss there. Ah, there you go. That was a nice counter to a hip toss. A little bit of a scramble there. Oh, end up on the bottom. But this is all still no points time right now. So, going off the mat there, I'm going to restart them in the middle. What do you think of the whole idea of matches being no points? You know what I mean? Sub only. You know? To me, saying it's a sub-only grappling match, to me it sounds a little bit like knockout-only boxing. You know what I mean? Where it's just people like swinging for the fences on each other. Is that good boxing? Is knockout-only boxing, is that good boxing? I don't know, man. I'm no boxing aficionado. And if it's sub-only jiu-jitsu and people are just, you know, sure it's entertaining. Shit, that thing the other day, Craig Jones Invitational, you know, some of those matches were highly entertaining. People doing flips and rolling around and going for all kinds of wacky stuff, you know, sure. But I don't know. What am I saying? I have no idea. Maybe I'm saying that sometimes if it's sub-only jiu-jitsu, it's not the best jiu-jitsu I've ever seen in my life. Is that lady mounted on the other lady there? You can't tell when they're all wearing black pants, you know? People wear neon yellow pants for, you know, make it easier for referees to see what's going on when they watch it later. See? There you go. Now it's points time. So the other lady, she like passed her guard and mounted her before points were being awarded and got nothing for it. Now the lady on the bottom who is mounted has the opportunity to score points because in this particular rule set, modified ADCC rules, they award points for reversals. If you escape mount or if you escape side control, north-south, you know? Not turtle, by the way. So anyway, it's still 0-0. At this point, if it were to stay here, I'd probably give it to the lady that's on top because, you know, she has passed the other lady's guard and mounted her, but it's still 0-0 on the scoreboard. So, crazy rules. Or maybe you think they're fantastic. I don't know. You know, sometimes I wish that all jiu-jitsu tournaments just use the same rules, you know? Because when you deviate from them, it just causes confusion and coaches show up and they start yelling stuff that maybe it applies here, doesn't apply there, and, you know? Craziness. And really, is this a jiu-jitsu tournament? Is ADCC even jiu-jitsu? It's submission, whatever they call it. They call it submission grappling, you know, or whatever. I don't know. Beats me. There's only one kind of basketball, as far as I know. I guess there's two kinds of football, or maybe three. There's CFL, NFL, and Australian rules football, or whatever that is. I don't know. Am I discouraging creativity? Maybe. But, a minute and a half left. The lady on top, it looks like she's going for triangle from mount. Everybody's wearing black, you know, because like ninjas, it's just... Why does everybody wear black? Oh, she's looking for an arm lock there. Is that because of a fashion thing? I'm wearing a black shirt right now. I'm wearing a black shirt and black pants and black socks. There you go. She got her with an arm lock thing. There you go. There you go. No problem there. Everyone's cheering me on. Good job, referee. These are the finals. You know, the lady that won the first match versus the lady who won the second match. And let's see what happens here. I think when I was originally looking at what was going on here, I was going to discourage them from slapping each other. Because people, especially no-gi, they get a bit, when they're looking for collar ties and stuff, they start pimp slapping each other. You know? You know, you gotta draw a line there. Oh, Jesus, she pulled guard. But see, she pulled guard during no points time, so that's totally allowed, right? Yep. And the lady on top, she's passing. She's passing during no points time. So congratulations, but it's no points. And I'm just standing over them in my fashionable discount thrift store pants, waiting to see if anybody gets submitted in the submission-only time period. I don't know what she's trying to do there. Neon face. Like I said, that lady that's now on top, when she was coming on the mat, you could tell that she wasn't there to make any friends. Maybe she did make some friends. I don't know. I wasn't there to make friends either. I was there to make money. She was there to get a trophy or whatever. I was there to get the dollar bills, y'all, and watch some jujitsu, or whatever. You want to pay me to watch some grappling, I'll probably do it. Anyway, the lady in the top, she's looking for something. The lady in the bottom, she is turtled. The lady on the top there now spinning around to look for the hooks. Kind of gave her an elbow in the back of the head there. Whatever, it's not a tennis match. It's funny, as a referee, you have to often decide if someone has done something that has altered the path of the match. I remember there was this match years ago where this guy stepped on the mat, and in the first 4 seconds, he just Muay Thai kicked the dude in the leg, his opponent, right? And I was like, whoa, stop. And the other guy was like, oh, I'm fine. He said, well, he's limping around the mat. And I'm like, I can't let that continue. That's not a foot sweep. You Muay Thai kicked the dude in the leg. So I DQ'd the kicker and raised the arm of the limper, and, because, that's going to affect the match. Even if Homie 2 says he's okay, we all know he's not okay. He can't stand straight. Whatever. But then again, if someone, like this lady, she was trying to her back and kind of bumped her on the back of the head, but it wasn't, she didn't TKO her, Is it points time yet? I don't think it's points time yet. 5 seconds. Yep. Now it's time for points. And the lady on top is trying to pass the guard or look for mount or look for the back. Not quite. She has one hook in there. So that's not worth any points yet. It's funny when this tournament, happened, I got there, I saw they didn't have any fences around the mats. And I was like, oh, damn, people are going to be crawling onto the mats. And, I call it the donut of terror. People start kneeling on the mats, and then they're on the white part, and it's like a shrinking, people, get closer and closer, But luckily, none of that occurred. Although this other referee kept walking onto my mat. Get off my mat, other referee. It's not ADCC rules. You can't go onto the wood or the bleachers. You can't go onto the highway. There's no slapping allowed. You can't slam your way out of submissions. You know what I mean? Anyway, the lady in the bottom is still trying to utilize her guard to achieve something. The lady in the top is trying to pass guard, And this is one of those circumstances where if this were to go to, a time with no points being awarded, I'd probably give it to the person on top. If you pull guard, but it's not a closed guard, and the person on top is ferociously passing, and you were really in uh-oh mode trying to keep your guard, maybe I'd give it to the person on top. It's all about who's in uh-oh mode. If you pull guard and it's a closed guard and the person on top is in uh-oh mode the whole match, you're going to win. But if you pull guard and it's an open guard, the person on top is ferociously passing, and as the person on the bottom, you're in uh-oh guard, you're in uh-oh. Oh, they're going to pass any moment here, Even if they don't pass, I might give it to the person on top. Bear in mind, any of the things I say, if you disagree, feel free to write it in the spot below. Put it all in capitals. You stupid jerk. How dare you have an opinion based on years of, how many years have I been reffing this? Since 2007. So, 17 years of refereeing. So, who the hell am I to have an opinion based on, a period of years that almost old enough to buy beer. You know what I mean? Looking for a takedown there. But the thing is, see, that's the crazy thing with ADCC is that you have to get a person. There you go. You have to get a person flat on their back. in order for it to score as a takedown. She didn't get that. And then she jumped guard. There she is on her back now. And a jump guard is clearly -1. Here, watch this. Is time up yet? 10. Nova, oich, seis, cinco, cuatro, tres, dos, uma, paro. You know, I'm just counting in Brazilian, Portuguese. And here I'm talking to the guy that was running the show. I'm like, hey, man, jumping guard is taking away 1, right? He's like, yeah, it's taking away 1. So, taking away 1. All right, the other lady gets 1, sorry. You get a point when the person pulls guard. And now that's who won. That's who won the matches, or the whatever gets the ladies, you know. I guess this is the bronze medal match. Kind of anticlimactic. Is it anticlimactic or anticlimactic? I don't know. Whatever. Here's the bronze medal match. So, who are these? Everyone's here to shake my hand. Hello, how you doing? I'm Jeff. You know? I always feel like it's a job interview when people do that. We'll get back to you in a couple days. Wait for the. There you go. Let's see what unfolds here. So they're squaring off with each other, circling the mat. Let's see if anybody jumps guard. Probably not. Both these ladies are more top players. Are they both GB? Oh no, it's GB versus something else. Yeah. Sometimes I enjoy reffing matches between people from the same team because it's jovial. You know what I mean? There's no coaches aren't getting a bee in their bonnet. The people are, you know, laughing and goofing off, trying creative stuff. You know. But anyway, these two aren't from the same team, even though they're both dressed in black. They're not from Team Black. They're not from Team Black leggings. That'd be nice. Team Black leggings. Anyway, the one lady is looking for a guillotine there or something. I don't know. He's not going to get that. That's not a thing. That's not a takedown. This is no points time. And let's see what unfolds here. Like I said earlier, this is all modified 80cc rules, so it is neither IBJJF rules nor 80cc rules. It is modified 80cc rules. And for the few weeks before this, like I've said a few times now, I was harassing the beans out of the guy, the head ref, or whatever they want to call it. The guy that was running this show had hired somebody else to be the go-to dude for rules, and I just, on WhatsApp or whatever it's called, I just harassed the hell out of him. I was asking him 10 questions a day for the week or two before this event. So I was fairly familiar with the yes and the no's of how to apply the rules for this particular event. And I still stand by the decisions I made. Sometimes when I videotape something, I see things from another angle that I didn't see as the ref, and I'm like, I didn't see that as the ref, but this time, because the thing is, sometimes two people can see the same thing, but they're looking at it from different angles, and it's not the same thing, right? That's been proven in court, or whatever, you know? Two different witnesses witnessing the same thing might not purport it to be the same thing, because they're standing at different angles, and maybe one of them is, you know, visual impairment or some sort of, who knows what. Anyway, watching these matches as we are, I'm still not deviating from the rules as I applied them. I get out of the way, you hugging each other, you jerks. Yep. I think it's still no points at this period. I think. Save points. See? It's funny as a referee when you referee a tournament all day, how confusing it can be and how just convoluted it can be. I compare it quite often to playing Where's Waldo. Imagine playing Where's Waldo. You're looking for like specific, you're looking for the dude in the striped shirt for like 6 hours. You know? Imagine how messed up your brain would be. Imagine now playing Where's Waldo if the book was spinning. That's kind of what it's like to be a referee. You're looking for minute details in a dynamic, moving situation. See? With people yelling and screaming at you and stuff. It's not the easiest job in the world, you know? And I've done the various jobs. I've been a competitor, I've been a coach, I've been a referee, you know? I've helped organize tournaments. You know, I've done all the jobs. I don't think I've been a timekeeper. I haven't been the guy with a stopwatch. But I don't think I've been the janitor. One tournament they asked me after I refereed, they were asking me to be a janitor too. And I was like, no, I'm not cleaning up this. I was just refereeing all day. Now you want me to roll up the mats and help you sweep? No, I'm going home. Although that being said, I sometimes, as you see in my videos, sometimes when it bleeds on the mats and stuff, oh sure, I'll clean that up. Get the match going again. But I'm not like, you know, I've been here from 9 a.m. and now it's like 9 p.m. Been here 12 hours refereeing, and now you want me to like, you know, I'm going to clean the toilets too? How about no? How about hell no? How about goodbye? There's some chicken wings with my name on them somewhere. Whatever. Still 0-0. The lady on top is trying to pass half guard. And the lady on the bottom is not looking for any sweeps whatsoever. Not that I can see. She's trying to maintain her half guard. And probably I'm going to give it to the lady on top, but who knows? You know? Maybe it's late in the day and I've been refereeing all day and I've totally lost track of what's going on. You know, it's funny, I sometimes compare the job as a referee to like being like a lifeguard, you know, because you're overlooking something and trying to maintain a safe situation. You don't hear people yell at lifeguards very much. At least I don't, you know? Especially with kids. If there's a kid that's drowning and a lifeguard saves him, the parents don't yell at the lifeguard. Why didn't you let my son drown? You know what I mean? But if you see a kid in the choke, his lips are turning blue and I stop it. Sometimes parents flip out, you know? Why did you stop that boy from choking my son? You know, and you're like, you want? What? What? Huh? Anyway, the lady on top is trying to pass the half guard. The lady on the bottom is hanging on. Time's up. Let's see who wins the bronze medal. And bear in mind, the bronze medal is not made from real bronze. The gold medal is not real gold. The silver medal is not real silver. The bronze medal is not really bronze. So factor that into how hard you're fighting. You know? There you go. Yep. Fantastic. And that's that. And there off I wander. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments or vicious criticism, just post it below. All right, thanks.